It's Robbie here for the Real Football Fan Show on Channel 4. I want to ask a question today. Who's the most legendary player at your football club and why?
I didn't get to watch Dixie Dean, but to score 60 goals in one league season, he's got to be up there. And same with every single player of the squad in 1985. Neville Southall, probably.
Legendary at the club right now? Yeah. There's only one, De Gea. Surely, David De Gea for me is the most legendary player. The only world-class player at United we've got.
Andy Booth, because he's the record goal scorer and he's been through it all with the club, really.
You can put Hazard there for right now. Azpilicueta, I think both of them right now could be considered Chelsea legends.
Currently it would probably be Jamie Vardy, just because of winning the Premier League, what he's achieved sort of coming up from a championship with us. Or if you're looking sort of previously, Gary Lineker probably.
But I'm feeling Arnautovic is fighting the battle for West Ham at the moment. I think he's just going to get better and better. He seems to like being in the club. He seems to embrace the fans. And yeah, I think he's going to be a major player for West Ham in the future.
For me, in my generation, Tim Cahill. Always loved him. I wish we could have him back. I'd have him back tomorrow.
I think in the current squad, we've got some awesome players. Like Eden Hazard has got the opportunity to be a legend. I'd still like to see him take the game by the scruff of the neck a bit more and, you know, put more goals away. I don't think you can look past Kante, really. I think he's an absolute monster in midfield, and I think is a difference. When we don't have Kante, I think we're a different team. So I think for me, I go Kante.
Biggest club legend would probably be, I'd probably say Gary Lineker, simply because obviously when he was a player, you know, he scored a lot of goals for the club, but in our time of need when we went into administration, he rallied round people to get money, and we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't have had the success that we've had in the last 4 or 5 years if Gary hadn't have been here. So he'd be my club legend.
Well, I was born in the 60s, so I've seen a lot of great players in my time. For me, legend Duncan Ferguson, loved him.
Probably David De Gea, and that's all we got, man, you know what I'm saying? A Pogba, I don't even know if he wants to get to that level, you know what I'm saying, of that legendary, man, you know what I mean? But David De Gea, without doubt, I don't even see that save, mate. Yeah, Lordy hell, mate, breathtaking save.
Yeah. Mine's Peter Clark. Bought him from Southend as a young lad, and he captained the club for about 5 or 6 seasons.
For me, it's Keith Weller. He just had everything. He had great pace, could score goals, sublime skill. In an era when there was a lot of top quality players around. It was in the 70s and the 80s.
Grew up watching Everton in the 80s when Kevin Sheedy playing for Ireland and Everton. His famous left foot scoring goals against England and against Liverpool and Merseyside derbies. So Kevin Sheedy.
As you say, I grew up watching football in the 80s. So any player from the 1985 team, you know, Andy Gray was my first hero. So, but I think legendary of all time has got to be Dixie Dean. You know, another one was Alec Young, the Golden Vision, who I never seen, who played in the 1960s. But my family always talk about him like he was ahead of his time. I think he'd probably thrive these days, because in them days the pitches weren't that good and he was getting kicked everywhere. But he was probably ahead of his time the way he was fast.
Mine personally, Steve Walsh. Yeah, I grew up watching him, just a legend, and he's still around here doing things for charity.
Tim Cahill and Mikel Arteta have been so influential in my while supporting Everton as growing up. So I'd say Tim Cahill has definitely been up there. He's always popped up there, Manchester City, and created some great away days and home games as well. So yeah, definitely Tim Cahill.
Well, there's been a lot of them over the years, hasn't there? I mean, I was there when Steve Close shinned it in. That got us promoted in around about 96, 97, I think it was. But for me, I suppose I've got to be thinking Jamie Vardy. I think he just epitomises everything that Leicester is and what he did.
Dixie Dean, I mean, the guy's been featured on the back of our shirts so many years. He's got his own statue outside the ground. I think really the only one that could come into question is Howard Kendall, because of what he did as a player and as a manager as well.
So there you have it, lots of legends there. My legend, it's got to be Thierry Henry. It's close, Thierry Henry or Dennis Bergkamp, but I slightly edge for Thierry Henry. Just love the guy, legend. Plus, what about Ian Wright? Gosh, I forgot Ian Wright. It's tough, isn't it? Who's your legend? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget, every Friday, the Real Football Fan Show on Channel 4 at midnight. Make sure you check it out.